What's up, everybody? It's time for another LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed video. Today, we're getting spooky. Today, we're talking about this. I promised myself that I would say that. I promised, it was a promise that I made to myself, and I had to keep it. Today, we're talking about the spooky girl, because she's got a fantastic little spooky bundle going on. What is it fantastic, though? It's $15, right? And, you know, $15 for something guaranteed in this game is actually not that bad, considering what you get for the money in other ways. But yeah, any guarantee that you have is nice. So really the question is, like, is she good? What does she do? So she is a DPS unit. Spooky Girl's a DPS unit that has a lot of synergies with the other spooky members. The other spooky class units. So let's take a look at what she does. Hold on, before we do that, let's go. She's a builder, she's attacker, so DPS unit. So she fits that part in your team. Collectible and spooky. Spooky's kind of the important tag that she's got. So let's take a look at what she does. She has... Oopsies. Let's go back to it. I want to just see the first one. 70% damage to target foe. If the foe has... if the foe has taunt, Spooky Girl has a 15% chance to clear taunt. 15% chance is not a great chance. However, we go up here. 100% damage at max to target to target. What am I from Boston? To target foe. If the foe has taunt, Spooky Girl has a 30% chance to clear taunt. If Spooky Girl has stealth, she instead has a 100% chance to clear taunt. 100% chance to clear taunt is really good because, I mean, so you want to make sure she's got the stealth. First, she gives herself stealth though. Because there's a lot of taunt units. There's a lot of taunt units in the meta, tanky units that have taunt, and taunt is way stronger in this game than in other games, right? I come from a background of like, you know, Summoner's War. Taunt is not as effective, and you have to put taunt. You have to actually get the debuff, the taunt debuff on every single one of the enemies for that to work. In this game, it's you are the taunter, and everyone hits you until the next. So it's way more valuable in this game. That's why I see way more taunt units in this game than like some of the other ones that where the mechanics are different, where the taunt goes on the enemies, and not a buff onto you. So yeah, this is a great because the taunt is such a relevant thing in the meta. It's great that she can clear taunt with the first skill with a 100% chance if she's stealthed. That's kind of the key, and she gives herself stealth though. Deals 100% damage to target foe. Spooky Girl gains stealth for 2 turns. Okay, she gains it for 2 turns, so she has 2 turns to clear the taunt if she wants with the skill 1. When it's maxed, it deals 110% damage to target foe. Spooky Girl gains stealth. At the end of the turn, Spooky Girl's turn... Why can't I read? If the foe has less than 50% health, that actually goes up. It goes up. 120% damage, sorry. I was like, I remember that it was higher than that. I'm like, did I not scroll all the way down? 120% damage to target foe. Stealth for 2 turns. At the end of Spooky Girl's turn, if the foe has less than 70% health, they are afflicted with Confused for 2 turns. Confused means they attack something else randomly, not whoever their target is. If target already has Confused, Spooky Girl also heals 10% of her max health for each active Spooky hero. I don't know that she's ever going to get this heal off, really, because they already have to be confused. They have to use this while she has to use it while they're already confused, number 1. And then she has to have other spooky allies with her. So I really don't think she's going to get that much out of this. This Confused doesn't really... 30% health, you know, it's really not a big deal to get that Confused on when they're so low on health anyway. You're probably just going to kill them soon regardless. But when it goes up here, it's more valuable to get that extra Confused. But she gets that heal when she's got spooky allies. And then we have Arachnophobia. Select target hero. Spooky Girl deals 40% damage to all foes, so it's an AoE. And for every active spooky hero, she has a 15% chance to copy 1 random debuff from the selected hero to each foe. This goes up to let's see. Deals 50% damage to all foes. For every active spooky hero, she has a 25% chance, right? So it's not even guaranteed, and it's also for every spooky hero. How many spooky heroes are we actually bringing into things? Like, how many spooky heroes do you guys have in your lineups? Like, not very many. Like, maybe 0? Probably 0. Probably, for most people watching, 0 units so far, aside from her. And then also we have this, at the start of combat, all spooky heroes gain crit chance up for 1 turn. This goes up to, I mean, if you're running a spooky team, right? At the start of combat, all spooky heroes, only spooky. This is passive, but it's only for spooky heroes. Crit chance up 2 for 3 turns. This is great to have a crit chance up for, you know, when you start the battle, but it's only for spooky heroes. So whenever a spooky girl gains stealth and has no other buffs, a random spooky hero gains prepared. So this is, again, she works well with spooky heroes, but the thing is, like, how many spooky heroes are actually in the game? So I prepared a document. It's not really a document, it's more like a 1 slide and a slideshow. This slideshow is very short, 1 slide. You can get her from the event already, right? So you don't have to spend the $15, but you get more upgrades for her. You don't get her at 3 stars, right? Great at clearing taunt, only really useful if you're running a spooky team. Only really useful if you're running a spooky team. That's the kind of the thing, like, half of her usefulness is if the spooky team. And not that many people are running a spooky team, not that many people have spooky units. Basil the Batlord, Willow the Witch, and the Zombie. There's not a lot of spooky units that people have right now. Or at this part, when I'm recording this video anyway. They may also include more spooky units in the future, especially to push the new Hidden Side sets. Hidden Side sets are very, like, you think those, you could definitely stick spooky units from those in there, right? Because if you're going to stick the, like, you know they're going to push the new sets, right? Lego, the company is going to push the new sets. Gameloft doesn't really care if they push the sets, but Lego corporate is going to be like, push the Hidden Side sets, we want to sell more physical sets, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to be like, oh, let's put some Hidden Side units in there. I'm pretty sure, as far as how companies work and promote cross promotion of products, I'm pretty sure, like, you could see Hidden Side things coming into the game. And of course, they seem like they would fit right along with the spooky class. Good old spooky class. So, really, I don't think, I mean, you can get her anyway from the event, so may as well just get her from the event. If you're gonna spend a whole lot of money anyway on the game, spend money anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. But, yeah, if you just want to get her for funsies, then get her for funsies. Oh, we're using the firefighter. Okay, I didn't know we were using the firefighter in here. So anyway, yeah, I don't think she's like a super, she's not the best, she's not the worst. If you got a lot of spooky units, then she's gonna be good for the team, but I just think that there's better stuff to focus on. Like, if you're running with limited budget, save it for some other package, some other cool thing. So I think the Jester, you know what, the Jester is pretty cheap. The Jester is like half the price, and he's actually like a more meta unit, I think. So that's just my opinion. We're gonna play some dilly dally willy willies now. I don't know what that even means. Oh my god. I don't know what that even means. Let's do the splash damage, whatever. Oh, actually, I'm sure we could just wipe this out by autoing it. Yeah, no matter what we do, we're gonna do a whole ton of damage to this. Okay. GG. Oh, they have more. We should just take in a whole bunch of AoEs. Let's do. They're gonna heal on attack power buff either way. Yeah. Oh, you know, we probably could have just sniped both of those. Whatever, we'll just auto it. Spooky girl, let's take a look at the... Look how spooky she is! It's not really a fair showing of how much she does compared to other units, because the units that I have are way more upgraded than she is. Because we're just using her as a support unit, basically. Like, that's the unit that the game is, like, letting you play with. Hooray, we can now summon Spooky Girl. Look how spooky she is. So let's see what she needs. I mean, see, I wouldn't mind, like, running a spooky team, but good old spooky team. I wouldn't mind running a spooky team. It's just like, let me show you guys again the spooky units. There's 3 other spooky units. Spooky. Where's the spookies? Here's one, Basil the Batlord, right? Okay. Not a unit that a whole bunch of free-to-play players have currently. Willow the Witch, right here, right? Like, we even did summons. We don't have any of these Basil the Batlord, Willow the Witch stuff. I think they're in some shops. We can take a look at the shops too. And then the Zombie. Zombie's another one. I think he's gonna be fairly easy to get, this Zombie though. If you take a look at the, it only takes 10 pieces to get the zombie, where it takes 65 and 65 to get these other ones. I think they're in a shop though. I think they're in somewhere. Are they in? Yeah, Will of the Witch is in Master Shop. So I mean, I guess people that are just gonna spend a bunch of money are gonna get this spooky team, and they'll have all that synergy together. And then I could have sworn he was in. Is he in any of these? Any of these? Any of these? Any of these? No, he's not in any of these. I could have sworn he was somewhere. I could have sworn he was somewhere. Anyway, yeah, let's keep playing around with her or whatever. Let's see what she needs to upgrade. I guess. No, I don't want to upgrade her that much. We'll upgrade her a little bit, I guess. Do we need to upgrade her? I don't really plan on building her unless for whatever reason we get a whole big spooky team. She's sad about that. She's very sad. How much? What do we need to get this? Gear level 2? And there's gear 4? I don't know why I figured, I assumed it was gear 4. I don't know. Maybe it's a common thing that passive, or the fourth skill activates a gear 4. So, anyway, that's Spooky Girl. I want to play, I would play with her, but really, we don't have a spooky team to play with her with. So I'm not gonna, like, I don't mind spending money, but I'm just not gonna pick up the pack. I would rather pick up, like, Jester or something, right? Safer, cooler one. Because the Jester is just, he's just more relevant. And the space pack, if you're gonna build a space team, like the Locust maybe. All right, we haven't really taken too much of a look at the Locust though. But anyway, that's it for this one. Whatever, just wanted to go over the Spooky Girl. Spooky. And she's free from the event though. Oh, not that. She's free from the event. How many pieces do we get total? I am right all over the place, man. 10 and 10. I assume that it's 10 and 10, right? And then we go to here. We can see we need. Oh, you know, you can get her at least up to 2 stars. You can't get her to 3 stars. You need 75 pieces for 3 stars, I believe, because that's what the package is for. So, yeah, 75 pieces. So you need 75 pieces, and so you can get her at least up to 2 stars from the event if you want to build her. You don't have to have that fear of missing out or whatever. So anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.